Those buyers who bought homes in January of this past year, when rates were 3.22%, very possibly paid well over asking price. Good news is that with housing prices now declining, even though interest rates are significantly higher, today's buyers are paying less for homes, which may offset part of the payment caused by increased interest rates. Welcome to another episode of This Week in Tampa Bay Housing for the week ending December 24th, 2022. This week I'm coming to you from the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands aboard the brand new Carnival megaship Celebration. We departed from the port of Miami just a few short days ago and have been cruising the Caribbean. One of the things we love most about living in Florida is that all of the major cruise ports are within driving distance, significantly reducing travel time for Florida residents. With ports in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Jacksonville, and the Orlando area, Florida residents have many options. Now, if you're enjoying our weekly housing market updates, we'd love for you to take a moment and to like and to share with friends that you might find or think you might find useful as well, and subscribe to our Team Vergadamo YouTube channel, where you will discover a wealth of information about Tampa Bay, and so that you will never miss another episode in this rapidly changing real estate market. Well, here are the numbers for last week. For the combined counties of Pasco, Pinellas, and Hillsborough, looking at the 7-day period ending December 24th, 2022, there were 10,849 active residential properties for sale. This represents an increase of 854 homes from last week and a decrease of 373 homes from just last month. Now, this is usually a very, very slow time of the year for us in terms of listings coming on the market, but yet sellers continue to put their homes on the market, which means more competition for those properties already listed for sale. Seller inventory is increasing as the housing market continues to shift. With this much listing activity occurring at this time of year, I can't help but wonder what the new year is going to be looking like when we approach the usually very busy spring listing market. This week, 812 new listings entered the market. 1,222 listings had price reductions, which is a direct indication that the market was not accepting the current price of those homes. That means that about 1 in 9 active listings actually reduced their asking price last week. 955 listings went under contract for a closing date sometime later in the future. 847 properties actually closed. To simplify this, more homes are entering the market and less homes are selling. Interest rates for a 30-year fixed mortgage, according to Freddie Mac, averaged 6.27%, down by 0.04% from last week, and down for the 6th consecutive week in a row. This is the largest overall decrease in mortgage rates since 2008. But yet the rates are still up considerably from the January 2022 low of 3.22% as concerns about the recession continue to rise. Mortgage applications have actually increased for the past 2 weeks for the first time in a long time. And last week, in an effort to slow inflation, the Fed once again raised interest rates by 0.5% and is talking about continuing to raise rates through 2023 in an effort to slow inflation. And of course, while the Fed rate is not tied directly to mortgage rates, it is possible that mortgage rates could rise in the near future because of the Fed's decisions. Let's hope that's not the case. Wall Street analysts are predicting a decline in housing prices from 5 to 20% in 2023. And as a side note, those buyers who bought homes in January of this past year, when rates were 3.22%, very possibly paid well over asking price. Good news is that with housing prices now declining, even though interest rates are significantly higher, today's buyers are paying less for homes, which may offset part of the payment caused by increased interest rates. Interesting times indeed. Now, if you're interested in getting more information about your specific home in your neighborhood, please reach out to us directly and we will be happy to prepare and to provide you with a detailed market analysis tailored directly to your unique situation. This is Paul with Team Vergadamo and eXp Realty. And remember, it's so very, very important in these changing times of economic uncertainty that if you are even considering selling or buying a home, you do need the advice of a dedicated real estate expert to help you navigate through the real estate market. And as I've said many times before, anyone can pilot a ship in calm seas. Well, folks, the waters in real estate are getting rough. And in these rough waters and uncertain times, Team Vergadamo has the experience, the expertise, and the certainty you need to help you reach your real estate goals, because who you hire truly matters. We wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and we'll see you all next year.